And we're back with the final episode of Let's Play Conquest of the Longbow, The Adventures of Robin Hood. I am your host, the RPG Guy, and today is a doozy of a day. Let's get to it, because we now got to save the Queen's Knight. A farthing for your thoughts, Will. I was wondering what would happen if the king doesn't return. Those are unhappy thoughts, not worth a farthing. Bad enough we can't send our share of the ransom without the Queen's Knight. And if you can't find and rescue him, we'll be blamed for his death, you know that. Prince John will seize the crown, and he'll spare nothing to rout us out of Sherwood. I know it well. I see little way that I can help, but it's up to you, Robin. I'm gonna go find a fucking tree to stick my dick in. Because, you know, those are my odds. Alright. Well, first things first is we have to go to the Fens. This is our only chance of saving the night. So we head down. And we're going to get a little bit of a kind of a mini arcade incident here. Chance of survival is kind of irrelevant, really, because you'll either fail at it and then you'll reload, or you'll succeed at it and then you win the game. When we get to that moment, I'll make a quick save just so that way I can just keep reloading as many times as need be. Because it is slightly annoying. Anywho. Alright. So let's take a look. So now we're at the point where we want to use items we haven't used yet. We're going to need this. Move that ring. Put this ring on. The ring that commands water. And what is this? We are called by the ring that commands water. We, our will, may we serve you. Do you wish to cross the water? I seek a missing knight and suspect these monks of treachery. Can you help me? A prisoner is held in a tower of the monastery. Wait, we will bring you a boat. Oh, get him a boat. And so they will bring us a boat. It's a boat time. For my Canadian viewers, if there are any of you. Alright, onto the boat we go. As we now have to make our way through the mist. We will go before you, who lead the way. Follow us, or you will be lost in the fog. So we need to follow the will-o-wisps. And so I honestly tell people just hang tight until you see where they go. Because they may look like they're going one way and they really don't. Looks like they're going this way. So we'll follow them. I think you only gotta follow them for 2 to 4 scenes worth, I think. And then you get there. The prisoner you seek, no, not even that far, is held within this tower. All help ends here. We have no power over stone or plant. Okay, so they're not gonna help us any further. Let me see here. This is always kind of tricky. There we go. Fear not, we will keep your boat from straying. Okay. Now, this is where things get tricky. You actually have to use the ability Gort is what it's called. And if you remember from Falk's riddle, it actually reminds us of a tree that strangles humans or people, and that was obviously the Gort was the name of it. So let's put in that with G-O-R. I believe T was here. Oh yeah! The ivy has magically doubled in thickness and strength. Let's go ahead and save here real quick. Actually, I'll make a separate save for this. And we'll head up. Up, 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 up. Up we go. We gotta keep climbing. Now, if you didn't use Gort, you would have fallen to your death, which is also equally funny. So up we go. Did you say something, brother? I thought I did. But nay, it's just the wind in the trees. Who are you? How did you climb the tower? I see no rope. I'm Robin Hood, and I climbed the ivy that grows on the tower to reach you. I have... Liar! Are those vines I tried those vines myself. They were brittle and wouldn't support a squirrel, let alone a man. Yet I swear that I climbed them with the aid of druid magic. I have a boat waiting below to take us out of the fens. I'll go nowhere with you until you've proven you're a friend. So we gotta give him two things. Let's give him the letter. What is this? Read it, my lord. I took it from the body of the knight whom I thought was you. His body, eh? He is one false knight who will never serve Prince John again. But this message proves I cannot read. This message could say anything. I'll keep it all the same, but it won't cause me to trust you. So then we gotta use the secret password in order for us to do this. So it is T-O... There's no backspace. Try again. T... No. It is here. O... Then R was over here. R... And then... As I'm looking over at my little booklet here, my instruction manual, I'm trying to remember where C was through this, because I can't read it very well. C... I was a kid when I wrote it. Leave me alone. And then H. Good, now I know you're the right man. Then let's waste no more time. Go before me so that I might see you safely in the boat before I follow. You're sure these vines will hold? I am here, am I not? I suppose I must trust you. I may as well start now. And here we go. Brothers, the prisoner is escaping. Stop him. And yes, we would like to save our game now. We'll call it the Vines. And see, look at how quickly you can die from that. It's ridiculous. Yeah. So let's restore. I knew this was going to happen. Ah! Restore. Kind of have to wait, I guess, for them to throw the rocks first. Oh, shit! And this is just going to be a bunch of scenes of me getting killed by fucking falling rocks. Whoa! Oh, come on! Whoa, look at... Seems better to actually move before they throw the... Oh, shit! Why did I move? I was gonna say, it seemed better to move before they actually drop the rock upon you. Like this, because then you kind of give them that false sense of misdirection of where you're gonna be. Well, that one time they did get me, though. Whoa, look at... Alright. Come on, there we go. We made it. Yeah! To the boats, brothers. If they race ashore, all is lost. Woo! Takes a few tries. The monks were no match for two strong and desperate men. Once within the dark shelter of the forest, it was easy to leave them behind. The Queen's knight was fed, clothed, and his wounds treated in our camp. But as soon as he was rested, he was forth with all the ransom we had to give him. I'll move this out of the way for you guys. There's no need to accompany me further. I've loyal men waiting in Nottingham to see me the rest of the way. Then Goldspeed you safely to the Queen's side. I give you my heartfelt thanks, you and all your men, for your aid and loyalty. And thus he rides off with all of our ransom, with all that glorious money. My money! I wish you'd gone with him. You'd be safer with the Queen. My place is here with you until the King returns. And here we go. Surely you think that this cannot be the end of the story. Nay, there is much yet to tell. What follows is a time of waiting, waiting for the treasure to reach the Queen, waiting for the ransom to reach King Leopold in Austria, waiting for King Richard to be freed and return to England. Aw, yeah! Sex in a cave, sex in a cave! You wait through the long and dreary months of winter for some word of your king's fate. None comes. In winter, friend and foe alike keep to shelter, and all is quiet. Except for us plowing in a cave. Bam, 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 bam! As the spring of 1194 renews the green of the forest, you go forth with your men to hunt and refill your larders. But alas, all your luck flees. All your cunning fails you, and you are taken by the sheriff's men. Uh-oh. I thought we won the game! The sheriff declares you guilty upon the spot and has you and all your men led to the gallows as quickly as possible. That he dares such a thing without a trial can only mean that it is Sir Prince John's power to protect him. Despair fills your soul to have fought so long and so well, only to dance at the end of a rope. Well, this is some fucking bullshit! Yet even as the rope tightens around your neck, you hear the drumming of hooves, blare of horns, and clash of steel. King Richard has come to Nottingham. Fuck yeah! King Richard, motherfucker! Word came to me, Master Sheriff, that you captured the great outlaw Robin Hood. But I heard nothing of a trial. Is this the way we've kept the law in my absence? But my lord, my king, he is a terrible outlaw, guilty of every sort of crime. I saw no need. My liege, hear me. I am your true and loyal servant. I did not choose to be an outlaw, but was driven to it by corruption and evil men. Silence, you thieving dog! Enough, I will hear him speak. My king, do you know nothing of the money we sent for your ransom? Not one penny did I or my men keep that we could send to win your freedom. I've not heard a word from my mother, the queen, to account for every mark. If what you say is true... My lord, you cannot take seriously the rantings of a desperate man. He will say anything to save his neck. Then it will be decided as it should have been, in the court of justice. Justice. Robin Hood, you and those you call your men stand accused of brigandage, or of stealing from the church, defying the sheriff's justice, defying the king's law, and killing the king's deer. Do you deny these crimes? My lord, is it a crime to defy those who abuse your trust and use your laws for their own ends? Is it a crime to seek justice where there is only injustice? I do not defy your laws, only the evil men who use their power for personal gain. I do not steal from the church, but only from greedy men who use the church to gain riches for themselves. Those are strong words. Your life depends on what I hear before I pass judgment. Because of the holy vows, I allow your man, the Friar Tuck, to go free that he might gather witnesses to speak in your favor. I trust to his sworn word that he would return and share your judgment, as he indeed has. But there are others who will speak against you, and their testimony shall also go weighed. Let the witness speak.
By your leave, I shall speak first. I have served Robin Hood faithfully for many seasons. He is a man of honor, loyal to his king, just and fair.
I pray thee, your majesty, to give little mind to this curtailed friar. I am the abbot of St. Mary's, and I have been plagued by this rascal of an outlaw. He flouts his sanctity of the church and shows no respect for any true holy man, as this poor monk of mine can attest. 'Tis true, my liege, he waylaid me up a Watley Street, stripped me of my robe, and mocked my dignity. And that false friar beat me with his sword and forced me to toil at chopping wood for his gang of ruffians. The poor poor job if he did of it too, fattened as he is with gluttony, and excess of wine, and ale, and lazy from the life of unmonthly comfort. My lord king, it was to this abbot the Prince John sent a stolen treasure, so that you might languish forever in foreign prison. It was Robin Hood who swore to do everything in his power to raise ransom to your freedom. And this he did with every mark entrusted to the knight who brought it to the queen. I have since received an accounting of exactly the amount the outlaw sent in will be weighed in my judgment accordingly.
Sire, this man is mistaken in accusing the prince of treachery. Your brother intended only to safeguard the treasure until it could be used to set you free.
It is only from fear of this diligent sheriff that the outlaw sent money, undoubtedly in the desperate hopes of winning a pardon for his great many sins.
I've not forgotten your sins so quickly, you black-hearted prior. 'Twas Robin who freed me from your torture. Robin who saved me and set me free. I knew at once he was a good man, good enough that I trusted him with the ring that commands water.
And I kept it safe, as folk asked of me. Furthermore, I had also the ring that commands fire, which had been taken by the abbot.
A scurrilous lie!
Where are my rings now? Ask yonder sheriff. 'Twas he took everything from me when I was captured.
All lies, my lord. We found nothing of value upon him.
What say you, folk? I would sooner take the word of Robin Hood over these rogues.
Do not forget the treasonous letter he gave the Queen's Knight proved that the sheriff and prior conspire with Prince John against you.
I know of no such letter. It must be a forgery.
It bore your seal, and what of the knight himself, held prisoner in your tower? These things can all be explained. You can be sure they will, and to my complete satisfaction. But we are here at this time to pass judgment upon Robin Hood. Your judgment will come soon enough. Let the common folk now speak. I am only a poor widow. I live by the wool I spin, and with the help of of my 3 good sons, they were wrongly accused of treason and would all be hanged now if not for Robin Hood and his men. I owe him the lives of my sons. Her sons conspired with outlaws and deserved hanging. My sons are all I have in the world. I bless Robin Hood for his goodness.
God help the woman who takes mercy at the hands of the sheriff and his men. Robin Hood saved me from one of the scoundrels who wrongly accused me of withholding taxes and would have dragged me to the most hideous fate a woman can suffer. Robin Hood saved me from the sheriff's men. They accused me of poaching. Well, what am I to do when I see my wife and children starving because the sheriff taxes us to the last farthing? He treated me fairly. He gave me a good money in exchange for my first set of rags. I must say that for an outlaw he was most just and fair to me. He gave me enough money to replace the clothes he took with clothes of equal quality and to spare. Speak up, yeoman, let your voice be heard. I still wear the cloak suit of Lincoln green that was given, and proudly I wear it. 'Twere thanks to the good outlaws of Sherwood Forest that I returned to me home with a goodly sum in me pockets and won me a fair lass of a wife. Lady Marian, you asked to speak last. Wow, she looks awkward with that on. Thank you, my lord. I have come to know Robin Hood well, and I owe him my life. Pay no heed to the slut, my liege. She's a witch who keeps company with the brigands and— Silence! The Lady Marian has served my queen mother for years, and is of noble blood. Will not tolerate such accusations against her. Speak on, lady. Robert is completely loyal to you. He is honest, fair and true, undeserving of the fate that has driven him to live outside the law. He seeks only peace and justice. He devoted himself to raising ransom on your behalf, even as these other wicked men conspired against you. Don't listen to their lies. Robin and his men are your truest subjects. I beg you to grant them your pardon and your favor. If there is anyone who has not yet spoken, let them stand forth. Very well, the witnessing is complete. Clear the floor, and I shall pronounce judgment. Robin Hood, I find you innocent of all charges brought against you. Furthermore, I declare you a free man with no mark of outlaw against you. Your Majesty, thank you, but my men— If I free the master, I must free his loyal subjects. They are granted full pardons. Bless you, my liege. I am not finished. You deserve more than a mere pardon. The ransom you raised went far in securing my own freedom. Kneel, Robin Hood, and suck my glorious kingly cock. Suck it good, and rise the Earl of Huntington. Duke, 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 Duke of Earl, Duke, Duke, Duke of Earl, Duke, Duke. Furthermore, my present Sheriff of Nottingham is hereby under arrest for treason. What say you give the job to Little John?
I think of no better man.
The abbot shall take himself from my sight forever, or have a taste of the fiery stake, in which he dared to harm the Lady Marian. The worthy Friar Tuck shall be the new abbot of St. Mary's, and yonder prior most evil cur. You are exiled from my kingdom, and your order disband for all time. I shall instruct my new sheriff to slay you on the spot, if you are not gone from my shores within the week. Are you content, Huntington?
My lord, you've done me such an honor, as I never dreamt, yet there is one desire. The deepest of all, yet to be fulfilled.
Then speak it, man, and it will be done.
I ask for the Lady Marian's hand in marriage.
Does my lady consent to this?
With all my heart.
Abbot Tuck, let your first job and office be the marriage of the Earl and his lady.
I bless this marriage and declare thee husband and wife. You may, finagle the bride. Earl and Lady Huntington, you may seal this pact with a kiss, and may use my private quarters for doing the ugly. Yeah!
And there it is, guys. Conquest of the Longbow, The Adventures of Robin Hood, complete. Woo! There it is, there it is, there it is. So, my feeling of this game. It's definitely one of the more interesting point-and-click adventures. Now, watching it from a Let's Player's standpoint, if you guys are watching and never seeing this game, it looks pretty straightforward. But remember, there's no information other than what's in the manual, which, if you don't have the manual, go online and download it. There's a couple of websites that you can download the manual from. But I have the original manual anyway, so it's not a big deal. But what you need to know is that this game is a lot of fun. A lot of it is trial and error, so I think some people would be not liking this game based on frustration. And it can be frustrating at times. I'd be the last person to say that it's just anybody can pick it up. It is a tough game. Much are many point-and-click adventures, whether you're playing Max and... what is it? I can't think of them all now. King's Quest, whether you're playing Police Quest, Space Quest, any of the Quest games like that, anything from Sierra for that matter, or if you're playing Myst or Lighthouse, which is on our channel, which is on this channel as well. For those of you out there who wonder about how easy or difficult or hard things are, just keep in mind that that's really all you need to know. And you can see this just cycles through it over and over again. So yeah, you just need to kind of get a feeling for the game. And it's good, like I said, it's going to be a lot of trial and error. I suggest you play these games blind as possible, because this game has multiple endings based on how well you did. We got the best ending, I believe. I believe we got the best ending. And there it is. My ratings for this game, when it comes to point-and-click adventures, I give it a solid 7 out of 10. Remember, I'm comparing it to games that are similar to it and of the time period. Definitely one of the better point-and-click adventure games that are out there, easily overshadowed by King's Quest. Because King's Quest, there's more of them, the legacy continued, and it went further. But this one, to me, is more of like the crowning achievement of Sierra's point-and-click adventure games, for it's the most interesting, the most wonderful to play, and definitely one of the harder ones in comparison to the other King's Quest games. King's Quest games, except for number 3 and number 4, aren't really that difficult. 3 is hard because there's a time limit, an in-game perma time limit. And King's Quest 4 is hard because it plays like the old ones. You have to type everything in, and sometimes it's mind-grating to try and do. But all the other King's Quest games are rather easy and rather short, for that matter. Whereas this game is actually quite long. There's many different things and outcomes that can happen throughout the game based on what you do. The days that we did may be switched up a little bit. Like, we may not have gotten the Black Fae prior guys to come. The guys in the black robe. We may not have bumped into them first on the Waddling Street. We may have bumped into the monk, and we would have had to do the monk's side of the issue first. Sometimes different people come down Waddling Street at different times. Obviously the riddles and the riddles for the gemstones are going to be different every time you play. The secret pass code that you get from Marion's going to be different every time you play. So there's going to be a lot of variation to this that makes you maybe want to come back and do it again, as well as even try to do like a bad ending and a mediocre ending just to see what they are. Anyway, I want to thank you guys for stopping by. I am your host, the RPG Guy, and thank you for checking out Conquest of the Longbow, The Adventures of Robin Hood. If you'd like to see more point-and-click adventure games and stuff like this, or like Myst, let me know, because I'd like to do them for you and show them to you. It's a nice change-up from all of the RPGs that we play. So, thanks for stopping by, guys, and remember to subscribe, leave a comment if you liked what you saw, and maybe some suggestions of other games you'd like to see played. And whatnot. Check out my live stream at www.twitch.tv/JacktardStudios to see me play a lot of games live like this. I've actually played this on our live stream in real time, so that's gives you an idea of, you know, coming up to this and wanting to pull this out again. And also, you can go to our website at www.jacktardstudios.com. It's a little out of date, but we'll try to get it updated for you guys as soon as possible. Also, you can support us on Patreon at patreon.com/JacktardStudios if you'd like to help the channel do better and get better quality. I know many people have said, we want to see your face and those reactions when you do the voices, because we heard they're really funny. They are really funny, but we don't have the budget to do that kind of stuff. But if we did, we would, and all that other stuff. And those kinds of things help us out and help us keep going. So anyway, I'm not going to keep you any further. Thank you guys for stopping by. I am your host, the RPG Guy, here at Jacktard Studios. We'll see you guys next time. Bye! Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Please take a moment to check out more episodes from the RPG Guy, Tuesday Night Team Up, and more. And please subscribe. Always support the channels you enjoy watching, and while you're at it, follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Google+. Keep on gaming hard. See you next time.